Today's technique is crossed twigs. Now, crossed twigs is basically the what if to begging hands, meaning what if the opponent, instead of getting you a two-handed wrist grab from the front, what if he grabs you from the back? And also crossed twigs is really the opposite to crossing talon, and we're going to go over right now basically in what ways how it could be the opposite to that. But basically what we're doing in this technique is this: if you have an opponent that grabs you in a two-handed wrist grab from the back, okay, so what we're doing here is that in this case I'm going to be stepping with my left foot to 130, okay, and it's into a neutral ball stance. So as I step here with my left hand, I can pull them in because I'm countering, okay? At the same time, right before I step, I counter grab, I step in, and then I do an outward elbow. Now, in this point, this is where you gotta be a little bit critical on the next move, that the opponent doesn't hit you by accident. And I'll demonstrate right now with Ming, but I just wanna point it out, is that right as you go into the next movement, it's very important that you stretch the arm, okay? If you do not stretch the arm, that keeps his arm bent, and he can accidentally hit you with an elbow. Okay, just like you hit him with an elbow, he can also hit you with an elbow. So you want to be able to stretch the arm at this point, inward overhead elbow, right into the spine, and then knee strike and pound strike right into the body, and then just cover out in a defensive side. So if I'm here and he goes right ahead and grabs my wrist, so I'm going to counter grab from the inside as I step to 130, elbow strike right from here. Now, if I'm not careful here when I do this, see, this is what can happen here. He can accidentally hit me with the elbow. So what I want to do is that I want to stretch the arm right from here. So this way that doesn't happen. And then an inward overhead elbow to the spine, the knee strike, pound strike, right to the back and body, and then neutral ball stance, okay? And that would be the technique crossed twigs. So now we're going to see how crossed twigs is opposite to crossing talon. And this being a double wrist grab from the back, crossing talon being a wrist grab from the front. What we do here is that we step on both techniques, crossing talon and crossed twigs, we step to 130, okay, with the left side. So in crossing talon, what I do here is that as I bring the arm up, I go into an outward elbow with the left. And then as I go right ahead and do crossed twigs, I go right ahead and do an outward elbow with the right, still stepping to the same time. And then in crossing talon, we can see that right after the heel pound strike here, I go into a left inward overhead elbow. Well, when I go into crossed twigs here, right after the elbow here, and I swing the arm around, now I go into a right inward overhead elbow. Okay, and then on crossing talon, the way I end the technique is right after the inward overhead elbow, I sandwich by doing a knee strike, pound strike. And then in crossed twigs, basically I do the same thing, but now I do it with both sides. I sandwich with the right and the left side as I throw a left knee, okay? And that would be how crossed twigs is opposite to crossing talon, okay? We kind of like to thank everybody for watching our videos, and we have just reached over the 100 mark, okay? Thank you.